real pleasure to participate in this AIGA event. We're Act 3 of 11, and very proud to be part of it. And so again, thank you for coming here. You are here. This is Kadium. We're an interactive agency, recently listed in the San Francisco Business Times as the 18th largest agency in San Francisco. Wow. I did not know that. Yeah. So
I think technically we're 17th because the company at 17 lied.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, we are 18th right now. And are you okay? Everyone settled? Great. Well, we are okay. This is Kadium. It is the three partners. Myself, Kevin Newby, I'm the CEO and managing partner. My esteemed colleague, Derek Daly, who's a chief creative officer. And my third partner, who got us into this fine mess, Mike Fung. He couldn't make it today as he's in New York presenting some fabulous design work to one of our clients. We began in 2001 with really a vision that and maybe a naivete that creativity and design and this medium of the web could really conquer all things. We came out of many agencies that had folded and were doing it maybe the wrong way in terms of what we thought, and we thought the three of us could do it better. And of course, we started a week before September 11th and really went from there, and that's where we began. I want to talk today really about kind of social creatures. When I say we, and we talk about you're okay, we're okay, I'm really speaking to kind of the universal we, all of us as people, and the social nature that's been really brought to life with the medium of the web. And what I want to get to really is the kind of concept that we, the individual, are multifaceted. And I want to bring that to life in terms of what brands are today and how brands actually can be a lot more dynamic than they're previously been. And I think a lot of that is due in part of the ability of search and such. Why I say multifaceted is I had a professor at UC Davis who talked about one way that you can add depth to self is actually have interest beyond just a singular interest. And he said at the time, if you have a lot of interest and someone doesn't like something about you, well, that's okay, you've got other interests. And I think that's an important thing as I go through this quick presentation today about brands as they work. We're not all figured out either, and basically I'm beating a metaphor. We're very complex as individuals, and certainly brands as well can be. And I think what our job at Kadium is to help connect these complex individuals with their individual facets of interest with brands and their individual facets of interest, and I want to speak to that. Really, I'm going to give, how I explain this right now is sort of I'll walk myself through how I interact with brands and how brands touch me, although I'm not a singular brand, except there's only one Kevin Newby. Actually, that's not true on Facebook. There's like 25 Kevin Newbys on Facebook. There's only one of this Kevin Newby. And having said that, when we started Kadium, we really did believe in bringing the rich content to life, building brands like Velo. We also really love video games, and so we got clients like Sony and 2K Sports. And then we got married, we bought a house, we got mortgages, and we had kids. And then from there, we got a little, like our parents said, conservative. And of course, being conservative, you start worrying about things like your health. And so I look at this melange of brands that we work with now, and they all touch me in some way. They all interact with each other. And so what we're trying to get to today is basically talking about brands to put umbrellas away. And the concept here is that the idea of a singular brand and a structured brand as they've been presented nowadays is something that is hard to control anymore because the medium of the web lets people in different venues and lets people talk about your brand independent of yourself. So the idea is if we can then fold up this, put the umbrella away really, it's sunny out. The concept here is that brands today are more like sandboxes. You control the range by which your brand can play in. You can control the sand by which you can control the items that go inside your sandbox, but ultimately you can't control how people play in it. I have a 3-year-old son, and if you've ever worked with a kid and told him, use the dump truck this way, he tells me to pound salt, and he's got a different style to it. Well, I think that's a lot of things that are happening online today, and what we've experienced, certainly with clients I've worked with, and in a recent digital symposium I went to in New York, I found a lot of brands still thinking in the mentality of singular brand architecture, that you control the message and control what you say. And while that is very true and important, I think it's most important is that you put everything you can online, make it searchable, make it optimized, and let it be found and be broadcast, because consumers will make their own and take away their own facet of your brand. Having said that, really it comes down to this. Let brands be unguarded to attract more people. And that is to say that from employment agreements to manifestos, if it's online, the next person who visits your site could be an investor, an employee, or a customer. The point is, make it available, make it accessible. Certainly our clients have plenty to say, and in the space we have, there's floors full of DVDs of promotional videos or different things they've done, things they've written, things the CEO wants to talk about. Think of the blogs that are going on now. Think of the forums around different brands. All this stuff is out there, and it's our job to make it accessible and bring that to life. And really, it's our job to start the conversation. And what that has to say is that with search today, it really allows people to find just about anything by starting a simple query. And with that, it's our job then to allow that conversation to happen by very smart information architecture, quality design on the front and back end, a highly search optimized site. It's all important. And all those things will allow clients to get to our brands and basically find their individual brand evangelist. And that's where we've really kind of evolved to over the years, from the three guys who started in a small little sweaty office down on Levi's Plaza.